Welcome to Insights with Thomas Caldwell on Thursday, May the 7th, 2026. Okay, Tom, there's a lot going on in the world, and that seems to be the normal thing now. So what do you think is important for Canada and its future?
Well, let me start with the fact that I wanted to give Prime Minister Carney the benefit of the doubt because, it had to be better than the previous Trudeau Liberal 10 years of no growth whatsoever. So far, 1 year in, we've had a number of memorandums of understanding with all these countries. That sounds like a real deal. A memorandum of understanding is like a get well card. Doesn't mean anything. You can't take it to the bank. And the projects we're talking about are projects that have been on the books for 25 years. The Ring of Fire, liquefied natural gas, pipelines, there's nothing new there. But what is the same old, they're big projects, government involvement in big projects. What I'm seeing, what's sort of coming out of the fog in my thinking is that, which is foggy some days, is that it's the same old big government running people's lives. There's nothing changed here. Mr. Carney, God bless him, I hope he does well, but bouncing all over the world, it's like he's running for Secretary General of the United Nations. The problems are right here. And the elephant in the room in Canada is governments have got to trust the people of this country to make the best decisions for themselves. So the elephant in the room is cut taxes and all these things they're talking about. And, if you're in the highest bracket, the government takes the majority of your money. So my point here is cut taxes. If you want to get something going in Canada, unleash the potential of Canadians to go out and do something. And the way you do that is you cut taxes and you reduce regulation. Never mind all this talk. There's a lot of talk. Let's see some action. And that would have an instantaneous response or result in the economy if they did that. But they don't. That's the big silence that no one's saying anything about in government. Oh, I got this project. They're all chest-thumping projects. Look at what I've done for you. Big government has not really done the job Canada needs. What has done the job that Canada needs is the Canadians with incentivize and opportunities to build and grow and innovate.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yes.
Given the geopolitical chaos that we're all living through right now, overall equity markets have been strong. So what would be your explanation for all of this?
Well, it's a little bit like who's the least bad. There's an interesting dynamic going on with the U.S. dollar. The U.S. dollar has been very weak relative to other currencies, and a lot of nations are selling their U.S. dollar holdings and buying gold. That's why the big run-up in gold. Those were central banks doing the buying. It wasn't Mr. and Mrs. Smith buying a couple of gold bars. It was central banks shifting. So on one hand, in the fixed income or the bond sector, you have people really trying to get their gold cut down on U.S. as a reserve currency. And that's going to be a big problem for the States. The other side of the equation is people are putting money in, individuals and institutions, into U.S. equities, because the U.S. economy is tremendously strong. It's tremendously innovative. It has new companies coming up. It has a very active, robust capital market, which, by the way, we do not have in Canada, thanks to our regulatory strangulation over many years. So you have a dynamic market, an economy that's doing really well, and as a consequence, money are flowing in. So you have these two flows of money. The money from, not wanting to hold U.S. treasuries, which will be a problem for the United States in the future and their deficits. And then you have the other hand, the money coming into U.S. enterprises to preserve their value, to preserve capital. Because what other market would you want to be involved in at the present time? So still the U.S. market. So the economy has been good. Innovation has been great. Lots of investing going in. Confidence, optimism. So that's the whole shift in perception. And that's why it's going to the States.
Well, I'm really looking forward to next month's chat.
I am too.
And thank you for your insights.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all for watching. Bye for now.